Nickelodeon Bubble Guppies, A Little Golden Book. The Doctor is In. Based on the screenplay called Clambulance by Jonny and Robert Scull, illustrated by Eren Blanquet Unten. On her way to school one morning, Una saw her friend Avi. He was riding his tricycle. "Vroom, vroom," Avi said. "Look how fast I can go." Suddenly, Avi hit a rock and fell off his tricycle. "Ow!" Avi cried. "Mommy, my tail fin hurts." "You'll be okay, honey," said Avi's mommy. "But we'd better call the doctor just to make sure." Una waved goodbye as Avi took a ride to the hospital with his mommy in a clambulance. When Una got to class, she told everyone about Avi's accident. "The doctor will take good care of him," said Mr. Grouper. "He'll probably take an X-ray." "What's an X-ray?" Gil asked. "An X-ray is a picture of your bones," said Nani. "Do we have bones?" Una asked. "You sure do, Guppies," Mr. Grouper said. "Bones are the hard things you feel under your skin. They help support and protect you. Without your bones, you couldn't stand up, jump, or swim." "I went to the doctor once," said Dima. "She made me stick out my tongue and say, 'Ah.'" "The doctor was checking your throat to make sure it was okay," said Mr. Grouper. "What else do doctors do?" asked Una. "Let's think about it," said Mr. Grouper. "Sometimes the doctor uses a special flashlight to look in your ear," said Una. "And sometimes the doctor will use a stethoscope to listen to your heart," said Gil. "He or she will probably take your temperature with a thermometer," said Nani. "You might have to get a shot," said Dima. "Shots hurt," said Nani. "Only a little bit," said Mr. Grouper, "but they keep you from getting sick." "Una, would you like to visit Avi in the hospital?" Mr. Grouper asked. "We can bring him a balloon," Molly said. Una thought that was a great idea. The Bubble Guppies lined up and Mr. Grouper led them to the hospital. They saw doctors and nurses there and patients who were getting better. The Bubble Guppies and Mr. Grouper found Avi's room. Avi was in a big comfy bed. His mother and his doctor were with him. Avi was happy to see his friends. Everyone wanted to know how he was feeling. "Avi will be fine," the doctor said. "He broke a bone in his tail fin, but we fixed him right up." The doctor showed everyone Avi's X-ray. And Avi showed everyone his cast. The doctor had put it on Avi's tail to help his bone heal. The Bubble Guppies took turns signing their names and drawing pictures on Avi's cast. When they were done, the doctor said Avi could go home. "Let's pretend we're sick," said Dima. "Blah." "Oh no," Mr. Grouper said, laughing. "I feel sick too. Somebody, call a clambulance." Mr. Grouper stuck out his tongue and turned green. All the Guppies thought this was really silly, and they laughed and laughed. Click subscribe to see all of our new Read Alouds.